Concerning the features of silicon carbide substrates, we can say that first of all, we are talking about a strictly standardized product. It has to follow a strict specification, like for example, geometry, surface properties, cleanliness, electrical behavior. If we take a closer look, we will find out those substrates have a disc-like shape. They have a diameter of, at the moment, typically 150 millimeter and a thickness of 350 microns, which is about 1/3 of a millimeter. They are transparent but have a brown color. This is because of the nitrogen which we have to add to make them conductive. It's a very hard material, but at the same time brittle and inert, for example, concerning the attack of chemicals. It has a very high thermal conductivity, and overall it's for sure very fascinating stuff. The silicon carbide crystal growth starts with a high purity silicon carbide powder. This powder we call the source material. At the first step we evaporate this powder at temperatures of higher than 2000 degrees. Certain species containing silicon and carbon are formed in the gas phase and they are crystallizing on the seed. The seed is a disc of silicon carbide which is of a very high perfection. This means a very high quality. All this is done in a graphite container. This container we call the crucible. The crucible is surrounded by a thermal insulation, and all this together we call the setup. The setup is inside a crystal growth machine which we call the reactor. The reactor controls the process parameters. This means high temperature, the growth pressure and other parameters as well. We have a higher thermal conductivity, a higher breakdown voltage and a higher saturation drift velocity. These material properties enable, for example, higher voltage operation, high temperature operation and less need for cooling during this high temperature operation. We can also operate devices from silicon carbide at high frequencies. So you could say silicon carbide substrates are the basis for disruptive technology. About the outlook of SiCrystal, we can say that within the last 1.5 years we mainly changed our production from 4-inch diameter to 6-inch diameter. Additionally, we prepared the infrastructure, we added capacity, we increased the headcount and we ramped up the new diameter 6-inch in production. But this is just the beginning. Our current fab is targeted on 1 million substrates per year, much more than today's worldwide market. 1 million substrate, on the other hand, you might say, is still a small quantity compared to silicon. This is the reason why we regard SiCrystal as it is today only as a mother fab. Our future expansion of our business will automatically lead us to establish further locations worldwide.